Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor at M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Baltimore Ravens. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Can't read. Check, check. Push him back. Push him back. Stick.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Steps away to his left. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run for the first time with Johnson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Forced out to his left. And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing. I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll drop the throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got some turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Good work after the catch. Going to net them 23 and a first.
Here we go, here we go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to look to throw. They'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, I know from past experience, before you actually play a game, you visualize what's going to happen. And I don't know anyone who doesn't visualize themselves being in the center of what's going on. That's 3 catches for him here in the early going. He's got to like the way this is starting.
Absolutely. 3 catches on any drive is good. Opening drive, that's a tone setter.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
Ready? 8, read. We own it. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right, and this is going to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And Lambeau will put this one through. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next. The first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Check. Watch the D4. Watch the curl.
On second down now. It's Johnson. David Johnson on his way. Past the 20. 10. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson. 68 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar in some discomfort down there on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Back to the ground, this time with Ingram. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Hey, Charlie. Ready?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And got a man. It's Woods. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
Go. 18 Gators. Check 9. 22 jet bombers. Hey, Haywood. Fire.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they're going to have this in a great spot way down in Baltimore territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 44 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the counter, Ingram. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock here?
David Johnson on his way. He's at the 30, 10, 5, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. David Johnson. 96 yards. And the Ravens are able to show off their quick strike ability. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Here a throw taken in by Watkins. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Ingram. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Come on, set. 15 line. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights.
They run from the pistol with Ingram. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
Blue draw forfeit.
Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Let's go. Pittsburgh. 44. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. Buying time to his left. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Here's Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. They'll take it into the end zone. Johnson on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns as the Ravens push further out in front. This is becoming quite the half he's had here.
Remember in our pregame meetings, they talked about wanting to run the football and staying with it? Well, when you're scoring this many touchdowns, there's no reason to go away from it, is there? They are off to a fantastic start. They hope it continues.
3 already for him. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Second and 10. Looking sideline, and that's caught by Watkins. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. He'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 3rd time here in this half, picked off near the 42. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Not that time for Watkins.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
We ain't giving up nothing today. 49.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. Michael Kendricks, the linebacker, there to get him down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Now it's Jackson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding. To a field goal.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Check, check. 40's mine. 40's a mine. 40's a mine. Focus, defense, focus. Jim.
Ready.
Here's Gurley now out of the gun. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 45-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist, 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 twist.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. This is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive, and we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too, and they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's something we have not seen him do to this point, and that's take the ball, tuck it, and run.
Exactly right. His first carry of the game. I guess he picked a good time to do it.
He certainly did. Not only did he have the element of surprise, he's making sure he's judicious in taking off.
7 yards on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Second and 3. The open man is Westbrook. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Tavon Young. There he goes, right side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Ravens 31, Jaguars 3. Justin Tucker set to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is taken at his 4. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Willie Henry muscled his way in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mark Ingram there. And it's 3rd down.
Ready, set. And then also switch the mic right here. Go right forward, right forward.
They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shane Ray drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. The punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And taken right on the 30. It'll go as a 50-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. From the gun, it's Jackson. Man open left side is Brown. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They go play action with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Now on 2nd and 16, Jackson flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Got some real estate inside the 30. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. On 1st down, Johnson. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They go to Johnson again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 9.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he will not get what he needed as he stopped short of the 1st down at around the 22. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. 1st down.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
It got a man. It's caught for a Ravens touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever. I agree with you totally. I don't think there's much left to get except for those who want to run up the score.
I knew this was over about a minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll look to throw here. He's got Watkins on the out route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Gain of 18 on the play. First down, Jacksonville.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. They'll set up a throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Looking long for Westbrook. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. From the corner, Jimmy Smith blitzes for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. He'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Well, on fourth down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, fourth down, where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? But instinct takes over, and when it's in the air, they just go and get it. So it's hard to get on him for intercepting it, but the smart play would have been what you suggested. Knock it down and take over in a deeper position.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Play action. It's Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
The Ravens on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to loft one. Deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They'll set up to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. The busy night continues for Johnson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Baltimore, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see more desto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin, when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit up my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers, 100-minute bag,
Mississippi and New Orleans. Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, I get it. Come on. I got cleats on my feet, jersey on my back, helmet on my head, ready to attack like that. Down in Mississippi and New Orleans, Big Snoop Dogg got a Madden league. His team is off the hook and you don't really want none, but if you do, come and get some. See, tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Tell your mama and tell your daddy and tell the whole damn world this is Madden territory. Come get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues. And if you choose to run up on me, you gon' get laid out so fast, cause I can get you with the run or I can hit you with the pass. Come on. I can't be touched and I can't be schemed. Roll it when I'm in a mud league. 2-0, Madden time on you suckers. Y'all can't get close, so why you wanna touch us? Cause my team is so hard, my team is legit. Madden 20, Snoop Dogg is, now get it. Come on. Big Snoop Dogg, it's in the game.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver, I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstay it, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the distort. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when the breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the risk I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready?
When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever.
Sick with the talk, passing your receiver.
All about running the spot.
And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather.
Cardio kingpin.
Subjugate the dub play.
And you know we can't wait to bring spins.
A-star quizzes, A+ the final.
Vocals we align, we'll move it all
simultaneously over joints we rock.
We earn
30 years so you can say we got
3 turns.
Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men.
We install doubt in you and your yes men.
And if the game had veins, we'll insert
upheaval the ground.
Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing, relieving the kings of all crowns. So are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go.
Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all, keep the flow.
But can you rock it like rocket fuel?
What you talking about? Space out your mind.
But can you rock it like rockets,
That's
fool?
a close encounter of what kind?
Then jump